no. Hello, my lovelies. I thought I was having internet issues for a moment. I was like, no, not again. In the summertime, by the way, it happens here a lot more than I'd like. And I really don't know why. Like, if it was raining, I would understand. Totally. It gets raining. Of course, we're going to have internet problems. But when it is sunny outside and there's nothing wrong, why is my internet slow? So if I ever, just for future reference, if ever I have an issue where I get booted off, like last Wednesday, I got booted off. If that ever happens, I will try for the next 15, 20 minutes sometimes to try to get back on. If I can't get back on, then I will normally post something on my Facebook and as a comment over here. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I said we already have Amanda and Becca, and I've been chatting with them a bit in chat before I started going live. Amanda, was it like a strange face when it was pausing? Like, could you see me? And it was just like, please tell me I was making like the goofiest face ever, right? Oh, I miss you too, Becca. I miss you too. I know that you're going through a really rough time. And just know that even if I don't talk to you every day, I do think about how you're doing. And I'm always hoping for the best. Yes, Amanda, I was on a goofy face. Yes. I used to tell my kids that when I was teaching, and I was teaching e-learning back in the pandemic, and I would tell them, like, if I ever had a stumbling of the internet, I was like, please, somebody tell me you got a screenshot of that, right? And they thought that was the funniest thing ever. They thought it was funny that I wasn't caring about the fact that I had a goofy face. Whatever. So I always tease, was it a good picture? All right. We're going to do tarot tonight. I have my Mortes cards, but I also pulled out the Oracle, and I'm not sure why. Maybe I'll figure that out later, why the Oracle is there. Becca, I'm going to say this. You know that my grandfather passed way before you were one of my kiddos, right? And I will say the first 2 years after he passed, I did not want to talk about him. Didn't want to talk about him. Because every time I talked about him, I would just cry. Just cry. There are certain sounds that get me. There are colors of green that get me. So even though it's been a very long time since he passed, and I can talk about him now and smile and recount all the good things, it took me a while to get there. All right. And grief is a weird thing. You do it the way you need to do it. All right. And you have an amazing support system, kiddo. And I am so happy that you've got the support system. So grieve however you need to grieve. It's going to be rough. I know. Don't push yourself. Don't say day by day it's getting better. I hope it is, but it doesn't have to. All right. And some days it won't be. And you think you'll be okay. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, something will hit. You're like, geez, thanks. I didn't want to deal with this today. Okay. So just know, take your time. Nobody's going to rush you. You're doing good. All right. Yep. 2 years, Becca. It took me 2 years. Hey, Christy, how are you? I have a perfume bottle. I know it's interesting. It is really interesting what kind of things you'll latch on to when you're grieving. If you think crying's bad, that's fine. You cry though if you need to, okay, kiddo? You know how I am about crying. If you gotta cry, you cry, all right? Hey, Lydia, how are you? And you know where I am, Becca. If you ever need a shoulder, you know I'm here. I will always be here, all right? I told you guys when you first walked into my classroom, like, you're my babies now. Sorry about your luck. Good. Good. So let's get everybody in queue tonight. Let's get started with the tarot. I had an interesting conversation with someone that wanted to know, like, how do I know this stuff about you guys when I'm doing it? And I'm like, I don't know. I just know. I can't tell you. I don't know how it happens. It just happens, man. Absolutely. Hey, Beth. How are you? All right. So we have in queue, I believe it is Amanda, Becca, Lydia, Christy, Beth, and hey, Christine, how are you? So Amanda and Becca were in here first, so I'm going to do their cards first. Amanda, you are up first this time. Oh, and you're probably hearing this. If this is jingling to a point where it's annoying in the video, let me know, and I'll take this off because I know that it jingles together. Amanda, I see a lot of it's like a rosy cream color for some reason. Just a really rosy cream color. It's bright. You feel warm. You feel warm, like you're overheated. Beth. All right. Amanda, you've got the Three of Pentacles in shadow. Three of Pentacles kind of, you see he's planting flowers and he's watering the smallest. He's watering the smallest. Hold up. But you got it in shadow, which worries me. Because to me, I'm reading in that card that there is a lack of watering. There's a specific thing. Yourself. You've got three priorities in life. That's why this card is coming up with a 3. You've got 3 priorities in your life. And Pentacles can mean money. It can mean prosperity, right? This is your finances. These 3 priorities, though, if watered properly and are growing properly, you will see prosperity, right? The third one, you are not watering. You are just now, and it shows them watering it now, but they haven't before, and that's why it's the smallest plant. So I feel like there is a definite, you aren't watering yourself. You did not this week take time for Amanda. You did not tend to your own needs. And so coming into this week, last week was last week, right? So you didn't attend to Amanda last week. Coming into this week, you're finding that yourself a little bit tired. You're a little less motivated. You're really not wanting to do the things that you're needing to do in order to meet that goal. It's because you didn't take care of yourself. So this week, I want you to focus on you, okay, Amanda? All right. Maybe that's why your plants are dying. Yes, because you're not focusing on you. You're attached to those plants. All right. Oh my goodness. Christy and Beth are cracking me up, by the way. Hey, Lilith, how are you? Beautiful. Man, my cards keep wanting to drop tonight, and I don't know why. Oh. I pulled my back. So if you see me like wincing, it's because I've pulled my back. It happens. It's not fun. It's about getting old. All right. Oh, Becca, that's good. That's good that he... All right. Becca, this is for you. This is your reading. Hold on. There was a lot of it's a lot of cloudiness, Becca. And I really do think that's just your grief that I'm seeing. That's what the cloudiness is. And yes, my head hurts a lot. So I feel that. Don't stay sad. It's one of the messages coming through. Not wanting you to stay sad. I'm getting a bunch of messages for you all at once. Very, very frantic messages. And frantic, not in a bad frantic, but frantic in a way of, oh my God, you can say this. Like a very excited thing. And the very beginning of it is that I don't know if this phrase will make sense to you, Becca. Don't cry for me, Angel. That's what I heard. Don't cry for me, Angel. Your card, by the way, is the Six of Wands in reverse. I just got really discombobulated by all of it. All of a sudden, I don't know if you noticed, like my whole demeanor just went out the door. I being overloaded with these messages, Becca. It's crazy. It's crazy. The Six of Wands, by the way, is in reverse, and there's a procession, and there's a lot of red on the card. Red doesn't necessarily mean something that's red in your environment. Red can symbolize love and it can symbolize anger. So this is where we're kind of just going to look at the words and see exactly what words get bolded for you. So that way I can focus in on why the red is there. All right. Because right now there's a lot of red and there's a lot of people. So I don't know if this is telling me that you have just a lot of people surrounding you in love, because that's what that kind of looks like to me. But I want to read the words and find out for sure. Okay. Your ability to truncate what is clearly useless and stale bring you to success and achievement of your project. Even if a period of cleansing, complications, protracted evaluations, or adversity may slow down the process of expansion, you will manage to harvest the fruits of what you have sown. Take the situation in hand and with patience fight for what you have wished to attain while waiting for more. This card was in reverse, and so the word fight is what's bolded out to me. And what I think this is that it's time to not fight it. It's time to let you process it. It's time to let it out. It's time to get angry if you need to get angry. That's where the red is. Yeah, okay. Man, you do have something that is deep in here. There's the sadness, right? Yeah, there's the sadness, but there's this anger down in here. that needs to be addressed? What are you angry about? What made you angry? Why is that something you're still putting in here? Bring it out. Bring out the anger. If you're angry, say I'm angry and process it. Stop fighting that anger and process it. Okay? Okay. Does that make sense to you, Becca? I hope so. Miranda, what's up, kiddo? Okay. Becca, I want you to watch a movie that's going to totally destroy you. I'm sorry it's going to destroy you, okay? You're going to have to wait a bit, okay? Because it will destroy you right now. So wait a good year before you watch this movie. But watch A Monster Calls. I watched that movie after my grandfather died, and it destroyed me. Destroyed me totally. But it also helped me process some things that I was holding inside, and that anger was one of them. So Lori, what's up? Oh, that's where that comes in from. All right. I could not figure out because I don't typically use the word angel. It's not like, so when I heard that, I was like, why is that in your head? So that makes sense. I've been waiting to hop on this train. Woo woo, Miranda. Yeah. Yeah, Amanda just went through this, Becca, so we get it. All right. We had Amanda, Becca, and then came in, was it Lydia and then Christy? Or no, Christy, Beth, and then Lydia. So right now we have Christy, Beth, and Lydia are next. All right, Christy, it's your turn. Christy, you always have so many blocks up. Even though you ask for a reading, you always put your blocks up. Is that Hank whining? I hear a whine. Or is that the wine in your hand? Wait, hold on. Let's see. All right. The High Priestess. You got the High Priestess. This is the second week I have pulled the High Priestess for you. High Priestess really speaks to our spirituality. It speaks to knowing where we are within the divine and understanding that we are divinity as well. She is the inspiration of things. For you, you are receiving the High Priestess because of needing to make those spiritual connections, needing to be able to identify where you are within not just the real world and our physical world, but where are you in our spiritual realm, and what is the part that you play within that realm. So that right there is something that you need to expand upon. She keeps coming up in your reading, and the fact that she keeps coming up in your readings tell me that it is the universe absolutely telling you over and over and over and over again, look to your connections, look to your spiritual connections. What is out of balance, or what is it needing to be? And it's not an out of balance. I'm not going to say out of balance. That does not feel like the right word. What it feels like to me is more of a Your message, and I know you'll understand this, your message is she needs to listen to me. So, spiritual connections, make them. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly who it was. She needs to listen to me. Oh my goodness, Amanda. And Christy, yeah. All right. The next one is Beth. Beth, you don't have to stand still. Your eyes feel strained. Like you're squinting. The King of Cups. Yum yum, drink it up. The King of Cups right there. He's got a heart around his neck, right? And the cups represent our emotions. And this is the King of Cups. This is the king of all emotions. He is drinking up all those emotions, all those good energies. So let's find out what your words are. So that way I can see why exactly is the king coming up for you? All right. Rely on your emotions or trust the inventiveness of a male figure who is near to you and who will help you in your enterprise. Yeah. So that's what I thought. When I see that particular thing, yum yum, drink it up. I don't know why that comes up, but yum yum, drink it up. You're very close with somebody that in the situation that you're worried of. Um, there's a couple of things that I feel for you that are like in this playing range of they have your attention, right? And I want to say there's like four different areas that are in this play range that you have to constantly have your focus on these four different things. The King of Cups is a helper of two. There are two places that the King of Cups comes up in your life, and they do help you sort things out. They do help you sort out your brain a bit. Okay. So think of, I want that phrase, yum, yum, drink it up, keeps coming up. And I don't know why. I don't know if that's an attachment that you have to this phrase or if somebody you know has an attachment to this phrase, but that's not a phrase I say. So I'm gonna say this is that person. All right. So whoever it is that's in two parts of your life, right? Two of these main focuses of your life, listen to them. Don't discount what they're saying right now. Even if it sounds really off the wall, don't discount what they're saying. Listen to it, okay? Oh, that's a him thing? All right. So that's the King of Cups then. Because if they say yum yum, drink it up, that's the King of Cups. All right. So if you know who says that, that's who you need to be paying attention to. Don't discount what they have to say. All right. Next one, I believe, is Lydia. That's right. He does have you in this, Beth. Absolutely. Miranda, you like this deck? I will say this one has become one of my favorites. I have recently have seen a couple of oracle decks that I want to get that I like, but you guys can tell me what you feel about this. But I am thinking about doing a couple of bone oracle readings soon. I have a bone oracle that I have made and I am thinking of starting to learn how to read the bones. And what do you guys think about that? Because, I'm good at this. I'd like to see how good am I at reading the bones. You want to see the bone oracle? Yeah. The bone oracle, I don't think I have in here. Do I have it in here? No, I have my junk oracle in here. My bone oracle is on my altar, actually. You'd be down for a reading always. What are the bones? They are literal bones, Beth. I have a set of cleaned, this is going to freak some people out. I have a set of cleaned cat bones. We actually had a cat die on property of natural causes. I have no clue what killed the cat. But we got underneath our house and we found a cat skeleton. So I cleaned it because that's what witches do. If you find bones, you clean them. So I have an actual set of bones that I have now successfully changed into a bone oracle. Yeah. Lilith, do you not see what's back up here? Look right there. See, I can never do this. Spatially challenged. You see this right here? You notice what that is, right? Beth, All right. So now it is Lydia. Let's get you. Lydia, I feel nauseated. I think it's right in here. And my ears are muffled. You not feeling well, kiddo? You got the 7 of Cups. You got the 7 of Cups. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then I think you know and I know exactly what this is. Right now you're all in different parts. You're not attached. Your family. You're not all attached right now. And there are vines coming out of the cup for you. And it's reaching to the others. It's a happy and sad one. The happy thing is that they're all encompassed in the same cabinet, right? They're all encompassed on the same cabinet in the same heart spectrum. So that means that they're all together within this structure, right? But they're not touching one another right now, and they're longing to be together. So that's what I see right there, is that you have this just this achiness for your family to be all together again. And what I see from behind it is that there is a new dawn coming up, a new day. There's a sunrise coming up over the actual cabinet. And so to me, that says, yes, the day is coming. The new day is coming. It's just going to take some time. Is anybody hurting? No. Is anybody in trouble? No. Everybody's fine. Is everybody happy? No, they're not happy either. You're all just in this shelf waiting for the day to come up. Okay? It's coming. It's coming. All right, let's see who's next. I had Christy, Beth, Lydia, Christine. Christine, did you want a reading? You let me know. And then Lilith, I have, so it's Christine, Lilith, and Miranda. Yep, Christine, Lilith, and Miranda right now. All right, Christine. Lydia, and that's what your card kind of says, is that you do feel meh, right? It's okay though. I think you need some reassurance right now. I think you're needing to hear that there is a new day coming up, a new start. And that's what a new day represents. It's a new start, right? So you guys are about to get this new start together. All right. Absolutely, Miranda. Not a problem. I thought you already asked. I was like, that's why I would put your name in there. All right, Christine. Christine, I feel like I'm a little out of breath with you. Like it's been just a very busy day. Very busy day. And this arm is sore. Like at the elbow, it's sore. You got the High Priestess too. You got the High Priestess too. So for you, though, this is reading a little differently. For you, yes, it has to do with spirituality, right? It has to do with spirituality. But more or less, this one isn't about your spirituality. What I'm connecting to is somebody that is giving you spiritual advice. Okay. So this card isn't you. Like in the presence of Christy, this was her. This is not you. This is an older woman. And this older woman is kind of giving you like, it's wrapped around life advice. That's what it sounds like. It's not any like witchy advice at all or any new age advice. It is like this really saged life advice, right? And it is this older woman giving you this saged life advice. Listen to it. Listen to it. Now, the message coming through with this is not everything that they say is accurate. You've got to kind of reinterpret it for today's time, right? But what they're telling you is beneficial. It's beneficial information. It's beneficial to your higher self. All right. We are talking about what makes you grow. So listen to this woman. All right. Oh no, what'd you do? Because it's achy. Like, but it doesn't necessarily hurt when I hold it. It's like when I move it out, it pops. It feels like it pops. So that's what it feels like you did to your elbow, Christine. All right. We have I can't remember if it was Miranda and then Lilith or Lilith and then Miranda. Lilith and then Miranda. That's what it was. Lilith and then Miranda. Oh, but it was fun. I'm sure it was. See, the coolest thing that I ever got to do with my mom, and that wasn't a cool thing at all, was we took line dancing classes. Y'all, I know how to do the watermelon crawl. I don't like admitting that. Yeah. Taekwondo sounds way cooler. Okay, Christine. Way cooler. All right. Lilith. Lilith, I smell clean laundry. Like freshly laundried sheets. That's what it smells like. You have a bit of a headache though, Lilith. And I see projects, like a lot of projects laying about. Got the Queen of Wands. You got the Queen of Wands. And on the card, there's this woman holding the lamp, right? And She's shining the light so everybody can see, right? But she's also telling secrets. Like she's just right? So giving you the light, but only telling you partial truth, right? That's what it looks like. So who is this woman? Lilith, who are you dealing with, my lovely? Why are you dealing with this person? Let's look what words pop out for you. Concentrate your energies on the fundamental things in order to realize your projects. Economize and cutting off anything superfluous. The Queen of Wands represents a person who is very dynamic and energetic, projected towards success, and capable of optimal and generous advice. Her experience will also bring protection, self assurance, and professional objectives. But see, what I'm picking up for her is that, yeah, there's this woman that does know what she's talking about, and she's giving you this lamp of light to go around and see. And she's giving you the information, but then, like, she's still giving you partial things. Um, but I feel like this isn't for you. Like, it's not negative for you in any way, shape, fashion, or form. Like, she's got the lamp for everybody to see, but then for you, there's special little tips and tricks that she's giving you. There's little secrets, little hacks that she keeps whispering into your ear, almost pushing you to be better than what you thought you could. You hear somebody. You hear somebody and you're not listening to that person. And when I say you hear somebody, this isn't reality realm. This is spiritual realm. Spiritual realm, you are getting messages. You're getting these tips and tricks. But you're not listening to them. You think that this is you making up stuff in your head, which I totally get. I was just talking about this today. Yeah, I totally get that. This isn't you making up stuff in your head. What you're hearing, these little tips and tricks on how to do things, listen. Listen. Those are just for you. Okay? So listen. Lori, you're in queue too. Yeah, I need to get you in. So we're going to do Lori before Miranda. We're going to get Lori before Miranda. Yeah, Lilith, this isn't you making up things in your head. You're hearing exactly what you think you're hearing. Okay? Lori. Lori, are you eating something red? It's acidic. Whatever it is, it's just acidic. I don't know. There's a lot. First off, ear is being weird. There's a lot not going on around you, but going on around you. And I feel like there's a bunch of books. I don't know why, but I see a lot of books off to the side in a pile. Why do I need to know about those books? You got the Chariot in shadow. There's on this card, the particular image that I'm drawn to on your card is this magician. Not a witch, a magician, like pulling a rabbit out of a hat kind of magician, right? It's a magician. And he's standing in front of a wardrobe and he pulls back the curtain and you see this mask. And I'm wondering, why am I drawn towards the illusionist? And as I start piecing that out and I understand illusionist, I now understand you. You feel like you're dealing with a lot of imposter, like you're being fake. You're being fake. You feel like you're being fake. So you've got all kinds of stuff in there. But there's this part of you that desperately wants to pull the curtain away and reveal what you've been dealing with. And you're not pulling that curtain. The card is in reverse. You're doing the exact opposite of that magician. You're keeping everything hidden. You're keeping everything away. And as long as you keep everything hidden, it will stay that way for eternity. Those feelings that you are having trouble dealing with, those feelings are going to stay there. So we got to figure out how to flip that card back the right side, so that way you can pull that curtain and you can share with everybody, this is how I've been feeling. Okay? Lilith, oh, have a good night. Lori, it's time for people to see what you've been feeling and what you've been dealing with. All right? It's time to not worry about sugarcoating those things for them. It's time for them to see reality. And that's what your card's saying. All right? All right. Miranda. There was a name. I knew it. Miranda. All right, Miranda. Let's see what card I can pull for you. I feel like there's something, a nervousness to your hands. Like it's not this, but it's something to do with your hands. Like you're moving your hands in almost a nervous fashion. But what I feel is like there is a genuine like eagerness to hear your card. There's a genuine eagerness to also work along with this. Like you know how this is supposed to work, and so you are trying to concentrate on a question. Yes, I hear you. You're trying to concentrate on a question, and you're trying to give me what I need in order for that card you want to be pulled. I feel all that. Best thing to do is just relax. Miranda, you've got a lot going on in your head. There's a lot going on in there. And you're having a hard time picking one question. Okay. You've got the 9 of Pentacles, which is a huge clock that's going back and forth and ticking. This has to do with time for you. Pentacles, like I've said before, have to do with finances, right? So you are wondering about your success, your direction in life, because you feel like time's running out. Like you've got to make a decision right now that time's running out. Time's running out. I got to do this right now. And the clock is neither on midnight nor is it on 6. You are in a place where time is irrelevant for you. This part of your path, don't look at it as time is ticking. Time has stopped for you. Time has given you a chance to take a breath. There are several things that have happened to give you this moment of pause. And instead of speeding up the moment of pause, breathe in it. Okay? Breathe this moment of pause. All right? Take this moment of pause and say, expand upon the things that you really want in life. All right? What is it that will make you happy? What is it that I keep hearing? What is my direction? What will make me happy? What am I supposed to do? All of the above. Do all of it. Do all of it. You're in a moment of pause. Experience what you want to experience in life. Even if it's a fleeting thought, explore it. Explore that fleeting thought. Have fun within it. All right? But this moment is stopping. So that way you can pull in what you need to pull in. All right? Don't keep worrying about, I don't have enough time. The universe is giving you time. They've set everything in place for you to have this moment. Take this moment. Be grateful for it by looking for your lessons in it. That's all you need to do right now. Just look at your lessons in it. And don't look at the negative lessons. Look at the positive lessons. What am I learning from this? All right. What if this wouldn't have happened? What would I not have? Right? That kind of thing. All right. So it does make sense to you, Miranda. All right. Becca, I love you. Have a good one. Yes, take a moment for you, okay? And you know where I am, kiddo. So yeah, Miranda, that's exactly what this is right now. It's just you to take a moment to breathe, learn these lessons, and don't worry about toxic positivity. And that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about toxic positivity where you just got to be happy all the time. No. Okay. No. That's not it. What I'm talking about is the positivity of, okay, this mistake was made. I see this happening. This was a bad event. What did I learn and gain from it? All right. And acknowledging that it sucked is part of learning and gaining. Okay. So acknowledge that it wasn't the greatest. What do I get from this? All right. That's it. Hey, Kayla, how are you? How are you? So I hope that makes sense to you, Miranda. What are you supposed to do right now? Not worry about your time. Don't worry about time. Take the time. Kayla, would you like a card? You are coming in right at the moment that I am done. Cool, Miranda. And I'm not sure if I read correctly, but you were saying you were anxious to be in on one of these. I hope I see you again because it's as you can see, we have a lot of fun in here. Always. Always. I saw a picture of you, by the way, the other day, and what I thought back was there was a picture that your dad had in his classroom of you and him on surfboards. And I just remember I'm like, oh, she was little. All right, Kayla, yes, I will absolutely read you a card, and then we'll do the universal card for the week. All right, Kayla. Kayla, I hear a radio. But it's like the radio, like songs were changing. And I don't know, like it was just different songs. Like one would start and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. You got the Four of Swords. You got the Four of Swords. He's in this card, he's nailing a coffin shut. So this card can represent a couple of things, right? This coffin can be, this is the nail in the coffin, like the last nail in the coffin. So this is the end of something for you. And that end could be positive or negative. This could also be you putting a nail in to end something. And this was you. You chose to recently end something. Like they did one thing, they did one more thing, and it was like, that's it, done. There's the nail in the coffin, right? But you're not done. You're not done. Like you said it out loud, this is the last straw. But you're not done. There's something that there's a tie, and you're trying to figure out how to break that tie, right? Okay. So that tie's not going to be broken. You can be done with this. You can be absolutely done with this. But you will always have this string. You will always have this string. Could you do a cord cutting? Yes, you could. But there's a purpose to the string. And until you understand the purpose of the string, you will always feel the tug on it. What's the purpose of this? Why does this exist? Really understand the essence of why this exists. All right? You're not going to be done with this until you figure out this, until you figure out the string attached. Got it? That's what you've been wondering about, is how do I get rid of it? You're not going to. You need to figure out why it's there. Okay. When you know why, you won't be complete. It's not like you're going to be done. When you know why, that string won't bother you. So it's almost in an essence of, yes, you'll be done. Okay. Here is the universal card for the week of next week. All right. Oh. It is the Six of Swords. It's time to analyze ourselves again. It's time for us to kind of figure out in our own heads where we're heading to, put our stuff together. It's time to reorganize, right? Especially since today is Mercury retrograde. For those of us that it bugs, right? So make sure that you got things in order. Make sure that you are understanding very clearly the direction for yourself this week. If you need to repeat it, repeat it. If you need to write it down, write it down. But this week, you're definitely going to need to make sure that you're very clear on the direction of yourself. All right, my lovelies? Oh, my lovelies. As always, I am happy to be able to do this for you guys. Tomorrow is Whip Wednesday, as long as the internet as long as the internet plays along. I did go ahead and finish up what we had started last week, which was we had started putting in the magnets. So now they don't fall. All right. So when you're playing tic-tac-toe in the car, you won't have to worry about the skulls falling out. And I went ahead and I started doing a few of the little faces so that way we don't get so far behind. And that way tomorrow I can gift this to somebody. All right. All right. So tomorrow, Whip Wednesday, see you at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Until next time, my lovelies, be happy, be safe, and know that I love you. All right. All right. Talk to you later.